threats, they ruined my plans. But it doesn't matter anymore. I'm Blue, double D, double die. The commander of this battleship, and I swear today I'll crush your miserable resistance with my purple hair. Ha 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 ha! That's one heart too many. So mission 2 is the battleship raid and begins on the sort of water speeder bike thing. So, you know, we keep things mixed up. So, again, it's auto-scrolling, but you now have a gun and a jet-powered jump, which you will need. Enemies will also come from behind you, which isn't very fair, because the game doesn't really warn you about that till the first time it happens. So you're likely to get hit. But once you know they're coming, it's not so bad. And then you've also got mines, and a fair degree of platforming to do for an auto-scrolling level on a speeder bike. It shouldn't be too difficult for my awesome skills. I am Zaku! Which is honestly quite a bizarre name. But yeah, look at that fucking background. That is actually quite beautiful for NES style. So, this game was made in Multimedia Fusion 2, which, if you are familiar with it, is the same engine that was used to build I Wanna Be the Guy. A game that's, I mean, I like it, but it's considerably less polished than this. Let's be fair with ourselves here. Sub-boss time! He likes to drop mines and shoot rockets, and he's all out of neither of those things, because he will continue to do both. Your only hope is to shoot the rockets out of the air before they get to you, because they home in on you. Anyway, let's get on board the battleship and actually do the real level now. It is a more difficult than the last one. Also, there's this asshole again. And now we have to deal with him the old-fashioned way. And it's not easy, because of the aforementioned homing rockets. You have to get into kind of a rhythm with the sword to make sure you hit them before they hit you. And I'm apparently not very good at it. But I killed him, so that counts for something, right? This guy chucks nades. Let's not have any of that. He's Sniper Joe, let's be honest. He's Sniper Joe, but with grenades instead of an arm cannon. Speaking of grenades, I haven't really used a lot of them yet, so let's do some of that. Ah! Embarrassment! I'll never live it down if anyone ever finds out about it. They won't, because all eyewitnesses will be decapitated! Or explodificated, whichever suits my needs at the blarg. I got Mega Man 4'd. That's what just happened. The good old enemy jumping out of the pit between moving platforms trick that Mega Man 4 made so famous and obnoxious. But it's fine. I don't need to have extra lives or, you know, be competent at things. Ah! My face! Ah! I could do without homing missiles. There he goes. But he's not too hard, right? Gotta jog. Gotta sprint. Gotta kill this guy. Murder everyone who would dare stand against me. I am Zaku. I am really bad at dodging projectiles. This is a lesson we have all learned today. So yeah, let's try not to get Mega Man 4'd again. And get surprise fished. Grenaded fool. I don't really want to deal with his chain gun arm, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, it's a nice basic platforming that I can pretty much do. And I hope you like bosses, because here's another sub-boss. It's that guy! I believe that's Geist from the beginning. He's similar to you in that he has a huge-ass sword, but he also has mega laser beams that he summons with it. 2 at a time, and you have to be on the run to blarg. Avoid them. You also have to not run directly into him. Like, pro strats coming from your pal Malus here. Don't run into the enemies, particularly when they're charging at you with a massive sword. But yeah, he's kind of a badass, I'm not gonna lie. But he's also not that difficult, which is nice. Could do with a little bit of an easier time of things. Ah! Stay away, I don't want your laser beams. I have not purchased them. I have not subscribed to your newsletter. I have no interest in doing so. Sometimes I do it twice on the trot. Also, now he's a torso. But that wasn't the boss of the level. Oh my no. Now we've got an elevator section, everybody's favourite. Ah! Yes, ducking didn't save me from them running into me. I got kicked in the metaphorical nuts. Ah, there's just too much going on at the moment. 3 of those guys on the screen at once is unfair. I call bullshit. You may have noticed that the screen is slightly curved at the edges and the top. It's a filter the game applies to make it look like a TV, which is kind of a nice touch, I think. That's why I've left it on. If it starts to give me a vomit-inducing headache or becomes annoying, I'll probably switch it off. Anyway, that nondescript object in the background is the boss. Don't try and figure out what it is. Just hit it in the weak points and watch out for the Cheerios of death. He's been learning from Mother Brain, evidently. Whoop! So that's his main attack, and then he has a little electronic thing in a floor at the bottom there, which comes up to attack you. And the only way to avoid it is to land on this platform. At least he has the decency to make the Cheerios disappear while that's going on. It'd be a bit unfair to make you dodge all of it at the same time. And I'm ready for you and your Cheerios. It's not a real weapon, it's a cereal. And you will be a serial killer. Or perhaps it will be me who is the serial killer. By killing you! Oh dear. Ah, Lorg! That does a fair amount of damage now, doesn't it? So I really wanted to kill this lower one first, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Well, I'm dead. So when you die, you sink below the earth in a very slow and demeaning fashion. And that's fine, I don't need to live anyway. And neither do you. You don't need your heads, right? No, I didn't think so. Let me deprive you of those. You don't need them to live now. Just have a little bit of a merry jog back and forth. There we go. So you can deal with that guy relatively quickly if you just get up in his grill like that. So let's get some more power-ups. Nades, which again I haven't really been using enough of to justify the fact that I have 39 of them. They're a little awkward to use, because there's a delay on throwing them and the arc kind of throws them off a bit. Let's try them out now. See how we do. Well, it probably does more damage than the sword does, right? You also have another ability you can use, which is called Berserk. And I don't entirely know what the conditions are for allowing you to use it, because it allows you to map a third button to it, you see. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. It would seem. Cheerios ruining my day. Oh, that was just mean. And I'm dead! So that's game over. We are beaten and bloodied and this massive sword is no more. But I believe you have infinite continues. Unfortunately, you have to continue from the beginning of each stage when you do. So this could be an interesting experiment, couldn't it? Oh my yes. Couldn't lead to frustration of the first kind. Well, I'm already hitting that particular milestone. Frustration of the second kind, perhaps, is next on the agenda. And we shall soon find out the truth. In the meantime, enjoy this sunset. And the blue lines that ensue from it. Also, when you're on the bike, you can still use your grenades, but you throw them backwards instead of forwards. I only discovered that relatively late into my practice playthrough, so might have been more helpful for this section. But then again, there aren't that many enemies coming behind you. Although I did just hit that guy completely by accident with it. Didn't know he was coming. Guessed. Threw the grenade as a demonstration. Got lucky. Taking credit. Whoop! Jumping works too. Jumping is not to be underrated. Overrated? One of those. In any case, as I was saying before I got absolutely murdered by the boss, when you have the sword power-up that gives you the extra little reach, I believe that's when you can trigger the Berserk mode. But I don't exactly know what it does. Because the one time I used it, there were no enemies around, and then it ran out. Because Malus is dumb! He is also raiding a battleship, but with his face and his bare hands. Yeah, jumping over the rockets does not work. I think I need to learn this. Time the sword swing wrong. Gotta get the rhythm, and the rhyme. And the, oh god! And the explosions. Always gotta have those. Wow, okay, I guess it does work, kind of. So I really don't want to get cornered. I feel like that's going to be a bad time. Okay, so here's the sword power-up. So hopefully, I'm going to be able to make it to the sub-boss with this, and then I'll be able to see what the Berserk mode actually does. The grenades are not going through his shield, are they? So let's try and do that. Okay, so I've taken one hit, so one more hit and I lose the awesome power-up. And there it goes. Man, that was exciting. I guess we'll never know what the Berserk mode really does. At least until the next time I get one. If I get another one. I don't believe there's another one in this stage. At least not until the second segment of it. And then just grenade that guy. The grenades seem to one-hit kill most normal enemies, which is nice. Helps deal with those Gatling gun arm guys without getting up in their grill and getting just ruined by their many attacks. So yeah, that's just health. We'll be fine. Alright, so this guy again. He's immune to grenades for the record, so don't waste any. He has some kind of grenade-proof shield. Got a greedy there. Can probably only realistically get away with 2 swings on each attempt at this. But, you know, I got greedy again. 2. 2 is fine. 2 is more than enough. 1 on the rebound, like that. But as I said before, sometimes he does it twice on the trot, and you can kind of engineer another set of hits if he does. Whoop! Get away from me, I am better than you. Although his hair is more fabulous. Cannot deny. But he has no face. And now he's dead. Enjoy being half a torso. I hope that you have fun. Without legs. Oh, I'm just dumb. I was ducking and I thought, you know what? Let's stand up here and move forward. Try and show off a bit. It failed miserably and you know it. Alright, stay back, stay back! No, 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 no! Cool. I didn't want that health anyway. I don't need it. Come on, man. I'm fucking pro at this. Yes! Suffer nades now. Alright, so these are probably just going to be more nades, aren't they? Yes! And hell yes. Alright. 20 nades. I could probably use a couple of them on the boss. Get rid of this bottom Cheerio generator as quickly as possible. Nade attacks! Go! Destroy my enemies! And everyone else! I'm not picky. Uh-oh. I am on Floglar. That wasn't a word. Don't pretend that it was a word, me. It was not. You could not be sure. Oh, God! Stop what you're doing here. We're going to try and be a bit more patient about this. I want to be on this platform when this is going on, because that, I think, does more damage than the Cheerio shots do. Well, you can hit that without jumping. Well, what do you know? Oh, come on now! That wasn't very fair. Stupid game. Controller's broken. Obviously, it couldn't possibly be my fault. Oh no! Alright, no, we're good. I reckon I can do this now. Yeah! Boss defeated! What was it? Who knows? Let's get the fuck out of here! Zaku! We made it, man. Janet is here, and the others are safe. I don't have many voices, do I? Holy shit! Whoa! I didn't see this scene before. That's quite violent. Oh yeah! Don't fuck with me. So that was mission 2. No death, apparently. I guess after the continue, right?